Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial on IT.tutorials. I am Josef Botnar. I'm continuing the series of tutorials regard to calculator project, what I have started like 2 weeks ago, and I have done about 3 or 4 episodes. And in this video tutorial, I'm gonna to show you how you can update this code regard to this calculator project to using object oriented programming. So first of all, I'm gonna go inside this file form1.cs which contains the code. And first of all, if you want to use object oriented programming regard to this calculator project, you have to go here in the Solution Explorer, right click on Solution, select Add, and after Class, right here in this box the name of the class. I'm going to use Calculations. Yeah, okay, and click on Add button, and this will create a class in a separate file. I'm gonna go back to the code inside this file form1.cs, and my aim regard to this object-oriented programming, and because I have created this class which now is empty, is to replace these global variables with properties. Maybe you are wondering why I should change these variables with properties. I have done tutorials previous about properties, even about object-oriented programming. If you want to watch those video tutorials, there I explain in details all regard to properties and regard to object-oriented programming. Just very briefly, properties will make your code more secure, and properties have the ability to hide value what they hold. So this is the main purpose of using properties. So I'm going to cut off this variable, this double variable, using the comments operator. Yeah, I commented out this code line, as you can see, and I'm gonna go here inside this class, and here I'm going to create a property inside of this global variable number. So I'm going to type prop and type twice the tab key, and Visual Studio will create automatically the structure of a property. So I'm going to change the type from integer to double, and name of the property, it will be value. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I go back here in this form1.cs file, I can create an object using this calculations class. I'm going to name this object operation calculations. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to name this object operation, a new keyword, and the name of the class again calculations, and parentheses, and finally semicolon. Now I've got this object operation. This will help me to get access to this property value. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go there where I used this number variable, and I'm going to replace it with this property value. Yeah, using this object operation. So let's go here Actually, I should have errors where I use this variable number, as you can see. So I'm going to use the object operation dot, and as you can see in this list, I can access the property, the value properties, yeah, what I have created previous. Now this property will get the value of this label here, yeah. Okay, and I can select this property and copy with Control C and paste it here, where my code makes these operations, these arithmetic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Also, now I can create a method. I'm going to create a static method, a public static method, which has this type double and the name addition, because this method is going to add the numbers of the calculator, yeah. And I'm going to use here these two property, the value, which I have already created here, and another one, the same type, double, what I'm going to name it number, yeah, semicolon, and this method is going to return the addition between these two property, value plus number, yeah, semicolon. And here I'm going to create another property, double, and the name will be number. Okay, here you go. So now let's see if this works. I mean, first I should use the addition method here inside this code. As I told you, this is a static method, so that means this static method is able to get access straight to the class. So I don't need the object to get access to the method. Alright, so here I'm going to use the class calculations and dot, and after the method, as you can see, the class has a straight access to the method. Yeah, you don't need the object to access the method. You can do it straight with the class. Okay, and here I have to remove this addition operator. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to write a comma. Yeah, in this moment this method will work, in my opinion. We'll see after I release this app. So this method addition is a static method which has these two arguments, yeah, which will be passed to the method when this method is called, is passed inside this class to this method, which will return a double value back to this method, which represent actually the addition between the numbers what I'm going to type here in this calculator. So let's release this calculator and let's see if that the static addition method works. So I'm going to type 78 plus 280. Yeah, it works. So always I like to release the app after I have done a change in my code. In this way, it's very easy for me to spot the error. So now I can go further and create to declare the other methods for subtraction, multiplication, and division. It's very easy to do. Just I'm gonna to copy with Ctrl C and paste it with Ctrl V 3 times more, and I'm gonna to change the name, addition with multiplication. Yeah, and here the parameters are the same for all these methods. The next method, the name will be division. Yeah, and the last one, subtraction. Yeah, I have to change here the operator, the arithmetic operator, because here is the multiplication, so I'm going to use the multiplication operator, here the division operator, and here the minus operator for subtraction method. Now I come here back, and I copy and paste this method 3 times. Yeah, and I'm going to change just the name from addition to this is subtraction. Yeah, and here the operator, I'm going to use the comma. Yeah, here multiplication, change the operator to comma. Yeah, and here division. And let's change the operator, the division operator, with comma. Yeah, here you go. Let's see if all these static methods works. Let's release this up. So 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Or 5 minus 2 is 3. So it works. So all these methods, these are static method, as you can see here inside this class calculations. Double static methods, addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction, using these two properties instead of this variable number. And here I used this all these methods, yeah, which makes the arithmetic operations. Okay, now I can change all these variables to properties. So I'm gonna to comment out this string calculation, yeah, and I'm gonna go here inside the class, calculations class, and I'm going to create a property for that double tab, yeah, type string, the name. I'm going to use the same name, just the first letter will be uppercase, calculation. Yeah, I'm going to go inside the code, and here where before this string calculation was, I'm going to replace it with this property calculation. Okay, so let's see here. So where I've got errors, that means that this calculation string was used, and I'm going to change it, yeah, with calculation property. To do so, I need to use the object operation object, yeah, operation object dot, and this object has access to this calculation property, as you can see. Now I'm gonna to copy this with Ctrl C and paste it here. I think this is the only place where I used again that calculation string variable. So let's go to have a check down here Yeah, so that's all. Let's release again this calculator to see if it works after the changes. 7 plus 8, 15, divided by 2, 7.5, multiplied by 2, 15, minus 2, 13. It works. So let's go, and now let's change these two these two Boolean variables. I'm going to comment them out, and here I'm going to create for them two properties, prop, tab, and here the type bool, the name op, yeah, the next one, prop, double tap, the type is bool, and the name for this property is decimal. Okay, now I'm gonna go inside the code here, and I'm gonna to initialize these two Boolean variables with true using this method operation. We go true, and another one dot is decimal, true. And now where I have used before these two variables, I'm going to replace them with these properties. Yeah, so I'm going to start with this first, and I'm going to copy with Ctrl C and paste it with Ctrl V here, 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 and here. And the same thing I'm going to do with this property, operation dot is decimal, copy with Ctrl C and paste it where you find these errors. Yeah, now actually I finished this code, so now this code is changed. All these variables was replaced by properties, and I used a class to make these static methods for each operation, each arithmetic operations, addition, multiplication, division, subtraction, as you can see. And I used properties which are more safe than the global variables what I have used before. Now this code actually respect object-oriented programming, and this app actually is done based on object-oriented programming. Let's see if this app works now. Yeah, so 78 plus 2, 80, divided by 2, 40, multiplied by 5, 200, minus 100 is 100, minus 20 is 80. So that's all. It works. So I created a class in a separate file. I replaced all the global variable used before in this code for this project, calculator project, and I replaced them with these properties, and I used this static double methods for all arithmetic operation which is done inside this code here. Yeah, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and also as you can see I replaced these two Boolean variables with these two properties through this code. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. I'm going to do another tutorial regard to this calculator project, namely to finalize and publish this app. And with that tutorial, actually I'm going to finish this project, and hopefully I'm going to have enough free time to do another project in Visual C Sharp. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you next time. Bye bye.